What's going on, y'all? It's your boy AB, and welcome back to the Presence Project. So, I'm finally glad that I'm able to bring y'all back some decent quality, even though the videos really kind of bounce between here, my car, wherever I might be. Whenever I get the inspiration for a video, or whenever I, just need to record it just so I can get it fresh off my mind, I'm gonna keep my mics with me. I'm gonna keep my recording device with me, and I'm just gonna record wherever I'm at. But obviously, the best quality is gonna come from when I'm stationary, like in my apartment or in somewhere where I can set up proper lighting and adjust all the angles and all the whatever. But anyway, let's go ahead and jump straight into the video. Now, today's video is kind of gonna be like a bounce back plan. And the reason that I'm making this video is because there may be several people out there who are going through what I went through recently and what I'm kind of still going through. And because of that, I decided to basically devise like a basic, simple plan for you to get back on your feet, like a basic guideline for you to follow, and not just to get back on your feet, but to keep that momentum going, you know, once you start moving in a better direction. So, without holding y'all on any longer, I'm gonna go ahead and get straight into it. I do have to look at my phone for the notes because I don't have my board anymore. Well, I don't have it set up right now for the script. So I'm just trying to be as real with y'all as possible, especially when we get back into this space of trying to record content. But all right, number one, man, every single day you got to get up, you got to pray and be thankful. I don't know what your belief might be, what your belief system is, or not, I don't know if you're a Christian or whatever the case may be, what your religion is, but just get up every day and be grateful and be thankful that you at least have another day to even think of a plan or put forth some action to try to get yourself in a better situation. The next thing you need to focus on a daily basis is getting your rest, eating well, and staying hydrated. Basically, treat your body like you love your body. Your body needs rest, it needs maintenance, which is good food, good, clean, healthy food, and you ain't gotta be the healthiest, cleanest, vegan, or holistic person out there. But just try to eat healthy, eat clean, and stay hydrated. Make water your number one liquid intake form of liquid intake. If I'm saying it right, just make sure you get a lot of water. If you confused about it, just look it up. But just try to eat clean. Try your best to stay hydrated and try to get some rest. 6 to 8 hours is best. I'm not a person who can actually even say much about that because I don't really get that much rest. But I'm working on fixing my schedule so I can get more rest. All right, the next thing to do is to work out. Work out 3 times a week, 5 times a week. Hell, if you can even only work out 2 times a week, try to find time to get in the gym. If you can't get in the gym, I promise you, you can get into calisthenics. You can get a workout in wherever you at, literally wherever you at. I used to do push-ups at work, push-ups and squats, and I actually created like, I ain't gonna say a wave, but I had like other people participate with me. Like we used to have push-up challenges and some more shit. So it don't matter where you at or what you're doing, where you can get a workout in. If you can't get to the gym, or you don't want to get a gym membership, don't want to mess with weights, and I would actually advise you before you start messing with weights, try to control your body weight or try to get a good um try to build strength and stuff like that just simply using your body weight. I mean, nothing could beat that. Calisthenics is a literal exercise category and it works. You can look it up, it works. Next is to find time to move your body. And I also have that, if you're only moving your body when you're working out, you're doing it wrong. So what I mean by move your body, bro, take the long route sometimes as far as walking. Instead of driving down the street, depending on your neighborhood and the situation and the time, because trust me, I get it. I'm from Memphis, so I get it. But, instead of driving 2, 3 minutes up the street to the store, walk to the store and walk back. Go try to get your steps in. I would advise you to invest in like a little Fitbit watch, one of those watches that tracks your steps and shit like that. Get one of them and try to get at least like 10,000 steps, 8,000 minimum, 7 to 8,000, 10,000, up to 12,000. Try to walk 2, 3, 4 miles a day, and you don't have to do the most. Just try to move your body, walk, stretch, do some yoga, whatever. Just move your body. Find a way to move your body. Don't only move your body when you're going to the gym or going to work out, because you're not really going to see that much progress. All right, so next is, if you're working a 9 to 5, work long hours. What I mean by work long hours, you ain't got to work all day. You ain't got to bust 12, 13, 14 hours a day. Trust me, I know what they feel like. But what I'm saying is, don't be afraid to go to work and work. Don't be afraid to be the first one there and be the last one to leave. You may be trying to get out of your 9 to 5. You know what's going to get you out of there quicker? Working a little bit more to get a little bit more on your paycheck, to invest a little bit more into your 5 to 9 or whatever you're trying to use to get you out of your 9 to 5. Use your 9 to 5 as a stepping stone. You don't see that as your career, or you don't see that as, I'm only speaking to people who, you know, want to work a 9 to 5. Even if that's not something you're trying to make a career, get you a 9 to 5. Get you a 9 to 5, work decent hours, make some money, have some income. If you want to work on your goals, your dream business, no matter what that may be, do that. That's cool. But get you a 9 to 5 and work a 9 to 5. I don't care what nobody say. Don't try to get this is my personal opinion. Don't try to get a side hustle as your main job. Don't go do Uber as your main source of income. Don't go do DoorDash as your main source of income. Get an actual 9 to 5. Just get a 9 to 5. Work decent hours, make decent money, and that can fund, especially if you don't have that many bills or expenses, that can fund your 5 to 9. But that's that. Next thing, depending on where you're at in life, take care of your debt. Take care of your debt. Now, if you're in a position where you don't really have debt, the next thing I would say is to work on your credit, or work on getting your credit together. But if you don't have, well, if you already have credit, but you have debt, or you don't have the best credit, work on your credit. Work on your credit. Work on getting your credit in a decent situation. You don't have to try to change the world in a day. Take your time, look up, do research. If you want to get somebody to fix your credit, cool. What I would suggest, what I've actually been working on, is learning credit repair myself, so that little by little I can try to make progress on my own and see results from the work that I put in, instead of just throwing some money at somebody and hoping that it works. So work on your credit. If you got credit, work on it. If you don't have it, work on getting it. The next thing I would say, and this actually could come before working on your credit, build you a cushion. Build you a safety net. Whether that's $1,000, 2,000, 3,000. The general rule is to have 3 to 5 months or 3 to 6 months worth of your expenses saved up. Trust me, when shit hit the fan, you run into difficult situations, you lose your job, you get laid off. It may even be a situation, actually something I'm dealing with, where your employer has some shit mixed up in the system and it pulls you out of the system. And while you're waiting on them to put you back in the system, you just sitting at home, bills piling up, payments need to be made, due dates passing by, and you just sitting there looking crazy because you ain't working. So build you up a cushion. Now, this is extremely important for somebody who already has bills and expenses and stuff that you got to pay for. But even if you don't have any bills or expenses, build you up a cushion. Start you a savings. You can make your first goal $1,000. Once you reach 1,000, try to save another 1,000. Once you save another 1,000. Try to get to 4 or 5. Save your money. Do the best you can do to save your money. I know it's a lot of financial advice online that speaks actually against saving money, or they say you should invest it or you should do something with it or whatever. Cool. I'm even someone who believes firmly in money comes and goes. So when you get it, don't try to just hold on to all of it or hold it hostage. Spend it. Because at the end of the day, spending your money on the right stuff can bring value back to your life. But at the same time, there is nothing at all wrong. As a matter of fact, most of the top financial people will tell you, save the money, put your money in. Like I said, whatever it may be, 500, 1,000, 5,000, whatever you're comfortable doing, whatever you can manage, put some money in. And it kind of goes on and on. Like, the list can continue, the list can go on, but that is my basic standard as like a plan for you to either come back from a difficult situation that you may be in, or to just keep yourself going on a daily basis with just a simple plan. Like, it's not super complicated, it's not super advanced, it's not a whole lot in it, and Yes, more can be added, it can be altered in ways depending on your situation. But for me and my personal situation, because I know what it's like to go through certain things, that is the plan that I stick with and I follow. And that is the plan that has gotten me through several situations. Like, as long as I follow that guideline that I just gave you, as long as I wake up alive and well and I do those few things, I'm okay. You know, there's a lot more that you can do. There's a lot more that you can try to achieve. There's a lot more that you can try to reach for. But the most important thing is to just get up every day. And every day that you're able to get up, you blessed to get up and be alert and alive. Just do the basics. Do the simple stuff first. And as time goes on and you get more confidence in yourself, you get some momentum going, you get a little bit more adjusted, then you can go and try every other thing in the world that you want to try. But I appreciate y'all for tuning in. I thank you for everybody giving me a listen, giving me a watch. I'm hoping the sound quality is good because I do have my fan right here blowing, and I just realized that at the end of the video. But regardless, thank you for looking out. I pray for each and every one of you for good health, for stability, for mental fortitude, whatever it might be, whatever you struggle with, whatever you need. I pray that you make it through, and I pray that you prevail. And until next time, peace.